Good morning, Ms. Zen. So last time, in the last minute, you mentioned Zen Master Thích Nhất Hạnh. Yeah, he that so sad that he passed away last weekend, I think. So this session, we will memorize him in terms of his coined words, interbeing. Maybe a little bit background of Thich Nhat Hanh. I think he's, if I'm right, the 67th generation of Zen Buddhism in Vietnam. Actually, it's quite matches the timeline. If one generation equals 30 years, so 67, roughly 1800, 1800 years. I think that's the time when in Tang Dynasty of China, maybe before or later, which is 5 century, around 5th century. Well, Zen Buddhism was flourished in China and maybe brought to Vietnam. And now we encountered we encountered this Zen master, a peacemaker, the most influential Buddhist, I think, in the past 60 years. So interbeing will be our major topic today. So everybody is a human being, right? Human being. So human generally, we have this body, mind. We have intellect to know, to understand. We create things, we design things, cars, telephones. We utilize the force of electronic magnetic force, and we bring the civilization to such a high level as a human. But we also have the aspect of being, which is beyond human body and mind. Can you feel your being now? Being is your presence. Being is your awareness, pure, everlasting. All-knowing, all-inclusive, no exclusive, presence, awareness, consciousness. Which term you prefer to use is secondary, but your realization is primary. So glad you can connect your source, your original face, your wave, which has not collapsed to the particle yet. If I use a term in the physics, you're everywhere You haven't collapsed to any particle, any form yet. But every form and name is in your perceiving. As a human being, we are so precious. So Thích Nhất Hạnh said, it's more precise to say interbeing rather than say being. Interbeing means every moment. Let's start from a simple thing. Say you look at a table made of wood, right? Everybody has a chair or table or desk made of wood. You can touch the table or chair now, the desk now. So what he means, interbeing, in this piece of wood, there is sunlight, sunshine. Without sunshine, a piece of wood cannot grow. There is also cloud in your desk because there's no cloud, there's no rain, there's no trees, there's no wood. Also, there's the earth right in front of you now in the piece of wood or desk or table. There's no earth or mud or any minerals, nutrition from the earth. There's no trees. Also, you may say there's no worm. There's worms, there's wind, there's insects, there's birds nesting on this piece of tree. The trees before. There are also the people who cut the tree down. Sorry for that. To bring this, the delivery person sent to the factory to cut trees into make giant pieces. The cars, the trucks are involved. The driver, the delivery man, the machine in the factory. Then another delivery man to make, when this desk is made, was carried to the market, displayed in the market. A chain of karmic force, cause and effect, that you could have this desk or table brought in front of you. Interbeing. That's basically what Thích Nhất Hạnh refers to interbeing. To put it short, everything in front of you is directly connected to everything else. There's nothing can be independent from anything else. There's no independent thing in the world. Make sense? Quite logical, you see. Buddha's teaching is quite scientific, very logical, very reasonable. So again, take a look of the table made of wood. You see the sunshine. You see the clouds in the sky. You see the raindrops. You see the trees are growing. You see the green leaves, branches, and birds singing, insects crawling. The roots absorbing the water, mineral from the earth. The wonder of life is right in front of you. The whole cosmos is in the form of wood. Can you connect to everything in a single piece of wood? Yes, the entire universe in it. In everything you can see, actually. So this interconnectivity is present in every form. Your computer, the windows, your body, can you enjoy them? Can you appreciate them? The wonder of life is everywhere. Hazel said, I was wondering if it's possible practice mindfulness and tell us a little bit about the way Thích Nhất Hạnh taught his students. Yes, so interbeing is a realization, but also is a knowledge, right? So if you frequent meditator, you not only know he is right, but also you realize, experience he is right. So it's not literary understanding anymore. It's your real experience. So also maybe try to experience that too, which is beautiful, which is striking. Striking. Okay, so mindfulness. Are you mindful of my voice now? Listen to my voice. Watch my image. Also, the gap between the frequencies, the vibration of my words. There's a little gap, right? There's always gap. Nobody can talk. No, not only between each sentences, but between each word too. So you're not only mindful of my words as a sound wave, but also you notice there's a silence, a gap behind or between every word I'm saying. So that's called mindfulness of listening. So you're also mindful of my image on your screen. You can look at my image. So instead of listening, you're watching. You're using the sense of looking or eyes, the sensory organs, to look out, to, you know, to explore the world. Our eyes is a very efficient tool to explore the world. Now you're using it right now. You can sometimes visualize there's a visual connection between here, your eyes and the object you're looking at. There's a kind of connection here, back and forth. Maybe that visualization helps your, solidate that connection. Mindful of watching. You are fully, completely watching. So while you are watching, maybe you have a little bit labeling. Oh, this is a Chinese guy, have a black coat. Let them go. Pure watching, no labeling. So this is one pointed concentration. You focus your attention on one object, my image right now. You can also defocus. Like if there's a camera, you spin that focus point to a wider area. You defocus, you deconcentrate, you just like have a wider view of what you see. You can look at your surroundings now, the walls, windows, your hands, your body. Still, again, no judgments, no resistance, no attachments. Purely watching. So that's mindfulness of observation, I mean, in terms of viewing or watching or looking. So that we can shift it to your body sensations. Feel your hands. So you're still looking at me or listening to me, but your attention is more on your body sensations now. You see, you can direct your attention to every senses, every sense. Like this, you're still looking at me, but you dim it off, like you turn lights on, or turn a scale of attention a little bit down, but have more connection to your body sensations. The breath, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So inhale, you feel the rising of the stomach. Pause. Exhale, you feel the falling of your stomach. Pause. 4 steps. Inhale, rising. Pause. Exhale, falling. Mindful of body sensations or breath. Smell fresh air from your nostril to your lung. Smelling. Taste. Connect to your tongue and mouth. Neutral. Taste. So we go through the 5 senses, right? Mindfulness is basically you're mindful of your, again, what you see. The ground, look at me, look at the computer desk. What you hear, my voice, and also the gaps and silence behind it, between it. Your body sensations. Beautiful. You're smelling. Taste. 5 senses. There's the mind you may perceive too. Watch your thought, any mental activities, inner image, inner sound, If there's one mental activity you notice, you just nod. Let them go. Watch again. The sixth sense, or the mind, is the boss of all other five senses, because here it translates, it interpret, understand. Every information connected by the five senses is processed here by the six, is filtered, is understood, translated by our mind. Is like a hub of every other senses. There's five individual doors or windows we call five senses, then all reported to our brain. And here is the hub of processing. The main processor that do the calculations and translations and so on. Watch here is more important because he is the translator, processor, manufacturer. If you understand your mind, you understand everything else. 即心即佛. In Zen Buddhism, I think Thích Nhất Hạnh also, as a Zen master, he must notice that your mind is the Buddha. 即心即佛 in Chinese. Your mind is everything. How you interpret, how you translate, how you understand, how you look, how you perceive, it's a generator of the world. That's why in Zen Buddhism, 即心即佛. If you change your mind, you change everything. My connection is unstable. Great. So from your experience, interbeing means you're connected right now at this moment by or through the five senses and go to inner door of our mind. It's that every image, sound, movement outside is coming from our five senses, report to the mind and perceived by the awareness. The filters, at least two filters, five senses and the mind. Then it's you. You're standing inside of that room. Yeah, interbeing means you are connected by the five senses, by your mind. Like now, Thích Nhất Hạnh, connect to him already, okay? His word, his name is a media that can connect, how should I build up this connection? Interbeing is at every moment. It's a dynamic, infinite flow of information, matter, and energy. Can you feel this amazing matrix? It's amazing. There's nothing individual, there's only connectivity. And you are that hub of connectivity. The whole cosmos is right in you now. How beautiful you are. And as a human being, comparing to animals and trees and the stones, rocks, we have this ability to understand this original face or the mother nature or the designer, the God. We can understand God, be with Him, become Him. You're one with God right now. Yeah, non-self elements. So again, look back the table made of wood. So in Thich Nhat Hanh say interbeing also means the wood is made of non-element of wood. The desk essential, is made of non-elements of desk. Sunshine, flower, sunshine, clouds, raindrop, earth, minerals, and so on. So the desk is just accumulation of all that non-wood elements. Can you explain Zen mind experience? So every moment you're in the Zen. The thing is that we are in the Zen. The things we don't know. We are so ignorant. We are so ignorant because of this individual limited mind. The whole thing is pure and pure. That thing, the egoic mind, thoughts, memories, emotion. Who are you to until nothing can be take off anymore. You are there. You're standing there. I'm sorry. Today is kind of time limited. My son has to play soccer this morning. So if you're interested, we can again talk about this interbeing and non-self, which is essential part of Buddha's teaching. If you understand this, you will change your understanding of the whole world. And your awakening starts from there. The emptiness, the impermanence, the interconnectivity, you will understand every sage's teaching, actually. Because Buddha is talking about the source. It's talking about the source of everything, every religion, actually. Okay, in silence, we're gonna appreciate Thich Nhat Hanh's teaching, interbeing. He is in your heart right now. His physical body may can die, But how can his spirit die? It's everywhere now. It's in your heart, it's in my heart, it's in the hearts of his disciples. See you tomorrow, 8 a.m. Vancouver time. Thank you.